Hey Pokemonsters, well today is definitely something different, but I try to mix it up here on this channel as much as I can. To my classic cartoon viewers, just so you know, I do have a lot of those downloaded. I've been working on this 3D, or this tabletop board game, as well as a lot of 3D printed components. I've got some new Halloween critters that are going to be on the website soon, and I'll just go ahead and preview the double-headed guy here. So I have been working, I don't want to say feverishly, maybe tirelessly, but going non-stop. Now this week's been awesome. On the Pokemon side of things, we have been hitting double bangers like every pack that we touch. I do have some Fusion Strike I've been holding that I really want to, I guess, open while we're hot right now, maybe. So I don't know. We'll see. I've also got some more of the Korean Evolutions, Eevee Heroes, which contain the Evolution set. So hopefully we can get another big banger out of that. But today what I really wanted to show off for you guys is how far along I've come on the tabletop board game. This is the actual artwork that's being sent right now to the manufacturer. The only pieces of this game that will come from another manufacturer are the cards and the box. Everything else I'll be producing here at the lab. The SLA resin components, the counters, the Gnome, all the pieces inside the box that are not cardboard, I'm sorry, the player mats, those will also be done by board game makers. Hi Stormtrooper. If you guys can hear the footprints in the back, Stormtrooper decided to come out and say hi. But what this game is about is basically in Fairy Lagoon, which is where all the fairies reside, their arch nemesis, the garden gnome, shows up, Gerald, which you see here, fighting the fairies. And the object of this game is to acquire enough fairy berries that you can actually feed these to Gerald, which make him sleepy, and he will leave. Once he's ate 500 fairy berries, he is full. And that also keeps him from eating his favorite thing, which is fairies. That's why he's here. But these are some of the components for the game. It's going to be a very bright colored game. I've also got the actual numbers inside of the fairy flowers, so you know this is, the pink one's 5 fairy flowers. This is 20 fairy flowers. But for people that are colorblind, I wanted that number in there. A lot of gamers have that imperative of color blindness, so I want them to be able to play this game without the use of just using colors. And these will be the deluxe version, which will actually be gold filled with acrylic. So I've been working on this game for a few months. It actually started during the pandemic, but I couldn't get my friends together to play test the game so that I could finalize everything. I needed to sit down with other people, play the game, get their input, which we do with all the games. But over the past few months, I've been able to do that, make the final changes. Here's some of the actual artwork. This is the final artwork, so you can see I'm using larger cards so that if you got big hands like mine or small hands, you can not only grip the card and hold the card, but it's also, I wanted the artwork not to be so small that you couldn't see this custom artwork. And here's the water fairy. So I just wanted to preview some of this. You guys will probably see a lot of this. This channel is about gaming in general, 3D printing, classic cartoons, and definitely Pokemon, my favorite game. But I wanted to share this. We're a community. I want you to know what I'm working on in the background. So if there's a day I don't get videos up, I'm still hustling. I'm just hustling on so many different levels right now that I don't know how I'm doing it, to be honest with you. But the main thing is I found something that I really like, which is gaming. Pokemon, 3D printing. It's become almost a full-time job now. So hopefully, as I can pursue other venues of gaming, then hopefully it'll lead to where I can do all this full-time. That's the end goal, is to create a life, and I hope you all have this goal. Create a life where work's not work. You love your family, you love yourself, and you just want success, you know, the win-win-win. I want to win. I want my customers to win. I want my viewers to win. I want everybody to be happy. And everybody says that's impossible, but it's really not. It's just not. You can't please everybody, but you can do things to make them happy in place of doing things to make them angry. So that's what I try to do. But I hope you guys all have a great day. Every day there's going to be new stuff coming. I'm so proud of the accomplishments that we've made on this channel. We broke 400 subscribers. We're up to 416, almost in record time. We've been pulling double bangers on the Pokemon packs. Like, it's going out of style. Now, just so you know, that was the second Charmander illustration rare, but I actually had one of those Charmander illustration rares. I bought the whole set with the the 151 set. So some of those doubles are up on the eBay site, which is 3D Supply Dropper, all one word. So if you are looking for any of those Japanese version Pokemon 151 cards, some of them are up there. Matter of fact, I pulled like 6 of the Primates. It's well, you guys have seen it. So, but anyway, peace, love, and Pokemon. I'm sorry that I don't have the lighting on because it was really bright outside, but now I'm getting a shadow here off of my Morpeko. But we're just keeping him cool. All right, guys. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for your time viewing any of my videos. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And again, like I said, it's fairies trying to defend Fairy Lagoon from the invading Gerald the Garden Gnome. So basically the player that ends up feeding them 500 fairy berries will be the winner, because Gerald just can't take it. He just can't take it. But fairy berries keep him from eating the fairies. So this is what we have to do. We have to find the fairy berries. We have to go to Gerald, and you have to feed those to him. All of this, as you see, Fairy Farkle will follow the Farkle dice rules, which, if you don't know what Fairy Farkle or Dice Farkle is, there's plenty of videos out there. But you roll a sequence of 5 dice. It's almost like what was the game, Yahtzee? You obviously want to try to get those 5 dice within your roll to be scoring. So each time you roll those 5 dice, if you roll 3 ones, you sit those to the side, then you roll the other 2 dice. If you do not score on that roll, then it's called a Farkle, and even your previous roll of 3 ones is now gone. So it's a game where you want to, the further you go with the dice, the more reward you get. But at any time that you Farkle, your roll's over and you don't get anything. So just a brief synopsis of how Dice Farkle works. But I've applied those rules to this game. There's also a custom die, which is an event die, which you will roll with the other 5 regular D6 or 6-sided dice. You'll have the custom fairy power die, and that'll be rolled with your dice. And that, if it happens to land on a fairy, then extra events happen pertaining to your roll. And if you get the red X, then that could be detrimental to your game. So just some of the mechanics that we have built in. I believe it's going to be a lot of fun. I've gotten nothing but positive feedback. I believe it started off as a great game idea, and with the last game testing a couple weeks ago, play testing, I think it's ready to go. All right, guys, have a great day. Peace, love, and Pokemon.